You know what's fascinating? Right now, as you're watching this, your subconscious mind is running programs that were installed when you were just a kid. And here's the kicker. Most of those programs about money were written by people who were broke. Think about that for a second. You're walking around with poverty software trying to run a wealth operating system. No wonder things feel glitchy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how you can set a financial goal, get all excited about it, maybe even take some action, and then somehow, some way, you end up right back where you started? It's like there's an invisible rubber band pulling you back to your comfort zone. You're not crazy. You're not lazy. And you're definitely not alone in this. What's happening is your conscious mind wants wealth, but your subconscious mind is terrified of it because it doesn't match the programming it received years ago. I've worked with thousands of people over the years, and I can tell you this with absolute certainty. The gap between where you are financially and where you want to be has almost nothing to do with the economy, your education, or even the opportunities available to you. It has everything to do with the thoughts running on autopilot in your subconscious mind. And the beautiful thing, the truly magnificent thing, is that you can reprogram it. You're not stuck with the mental software you were given. You can upgrade it. Now, let me explain how this actually works, because once you understand this, everything changes. Your subconscious mind is like the most powerful computer ever created, except it doesn't judge whether a thought is good or bad, true or false. It simply accepts what you repeatedly feed it and then goes to work making that your reality. It's been estimated that your subconscious mind is about 30,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. 30,000 times. So you can sit there with your conscious mind saying, I want to be wealthy all day long. But if your subconscious is playing a different tune, guess which one wins? Every single time, the subconscious wins. Here's what happened to most of us. When you were young, you heard things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that, or rich people are greedy, or my personal favorite, you have to work hard for money. These statements got repeated so many times that they became programs. And here's the thing about programs. They run automatically. You don't have to think about them. They just run in the background, affecting every financial decision you make, every opportunity you see or don't see, and every action you take or don't take. The reason this matters so much is that you can't attract wealth while simultaneously holding beliefs that repel it. It's like trying to drive forward with the parking brake on. You might move a little bit, but it's going to be exhausting and you're going to damage the vehicle in the process. That vehicle is you. That's why so many people work incredibly hard but never seem to get ahead. They're fighting against their own subconscious programming every step of the way. So, let's talk about how to actually reprogram this thing. And I'm going to give you specific, actionable steps that you can start using today. Not next week, not when you feel ready, but today. Because here's the truth, you've been programming your subconscious your entire life. The only difference now is you're going to do it deliberately instead of by default. Step 1, and this is critical, you need to get clear on what wealth actually means to you. Not what society says it should mean, not what your parents think it means, but what it means to you. Write it down. Be specific. How much money do you want to earn? What does your wealthy life look like? What are you doing? Where are you living? Get detailed. Because your subconscious mind thinks in pictures and feelings, not vague wishes. When I say get clear, I mean you should be able to close your eyes and see your wealthy life playing out like a movie. If you can't see it clearly, your subconscious doesn't know what to create. Step 2, and this is where most people mess up. You need to saturate your mind with your new wealth programming. Remember, those poverty programs got installed through repetition. You heard the same limiting beliefs over and over again for years. So you can't just think a positive thought once and expect everything to change. You need to repeatedly impress upon your subconscious mind the idea of wealth. How do you do this? Through a practice called visualization combined with feeling. Every single day, twice a day if possible, I want you to sit quietly for at least 10 minutes and visualize yourself already living that wealthy life you wrote down. But here's the key. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the relief of having more than enough money. Feel the excitement of having choices. Feel the pride of accomplishing your goals. Your subconscious mind responds to feelings even more than pictures. Step 3. Watch your words like a hawk. Every word you speak is an affirmation of what you believe. If you keep saying I'm broke or I can't afford it or money is tight, guess what program you're reinforcing? You're literally affirming poverty over and over again. Instead, start saying things like money comes to me easily and frequently, or I'm in the process of becoming wealthy, or there's always more than enough. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but that's not true right now. So wouldn't I be lying? No. You're not describing your current reality. You're describing your new programming. There's a huge difference. Step 4, and this one's fun. Start acting as if you're already the wealthy person you're becoming. I'm not saying go out and spend money you don't have. That's foolish. What I'm saying is carry yourself differently. Make decisions from that wealthy mindset. When you're faced with a choice, ask yourself, what would the wealthy version of me do right now? Would they invest in that course? Would they take that meeting? Would they spend 3 hours watching television? Or would they spend that time building something? Your actions send powerful messages to your subconscious mind. When you act wealthy, even in small ways, you're reinforcing the new program. Step 5, gratitude. This is the secret sauce that accelerates everything. Every single day, write down what you're grateful for, especially when it comes to money. Be grateful for the money you do have. Be grateful for the bills you can pay. Be grateful for the food in your refrigerator. Gratitude sends a signal to your subconscious mind that you have abundance, and whatever you focus on expands. Most people focus on lack, on what they don't have, and so they get more lack. Flip the script. Focus on what you do have, and watch how quickly it multiplies. Now, let me share something with you that changed my entire perspective on this. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something that's vividly imagined and something that's actually happening. Think about that. When you vividly imagine yourself as wealthy, complete with all the emotions and sensations, your subconscious mind accepts that as reality. And then, because its job is to move you toward whatever it accepts as real, it starts finding ways to make that imagination your actual reality. It filters information differently. It notices opportunities you would have missed. It gives you ideas you wouldn't have had. It's absolutely remarkable when you see it in action. I want to give you one more powerful technique, and this one's called a paradigm shift. A paradigm is just a fancy word for a collection of habits and beliefs that create your results. If you want different results, you need a different paradigm. Here's how you do it. Pick one limiting belief about money that you know is holding you back. Maybe it's I'm not good with money, or wealthy people are lucky. Now, find evidence that disproves that belief. Look for examples of people who weren't good with money but learn. Look for wealthy people who created their own luck through preparation and action. Bombard that old belief with contradictory evidence until it weakens. Then replace it with an empowering belief and support that new belief with evidence and repetition. You see, wealth isn't some mysterious thing that happens to other people. It's a natural result of aligning your conscious desires with your subconscious programming. When those two are working together instead of fighting each other, making money becomes easier than you ever thought possible. Not because life suddenly gets easy, but because you're finally working with your entire mind instead of against it. Here's what I want you to do right now. Don't wait. Don't overthink this. Take out your phone or grab a piece of paper and write down one specific financial goal. Just one. Then write down one action you can take today, right now, that moves you toward that goal. It doesn't have to be big. It can be tiny. Maybe it's researching an investment. Maybe it's calling someone about an opportunity. Maybe it's just spending 10 minutes visualizing your wealthy life. Whatever it is, do it. Take that action. Because action sends the most powerful message possible to your subconscious mind. It says, we're serious about this. This isn't just a wish. This is happening. And while you're at it, drop a comment below and tell me what that one action is. Share your goal. Put it out there. When you declare something publicly, you activate a different level of commitment. Plus, I read every comment, and I want to know what you're working toward. Your comment might inspire someone else who's on the same journey. If you got value from this, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to keep showing you exactly how to reprogram every area of your life for success. This isn't theory. This isn't motivation. This is the actual mechanism of how your mind works and how to use it to create the life you want. Remember, you're not trying to become someone you're not. You're becoming who you've always been capable of being. The wealthy version of you already exists. It's just waiting for your subconscious programming to catch up with your conscious desire. So start today. Start right now. Reprogram that beautiful mind of yours and watch how quickly your financial reality begins to shift. You've got this.